Okay, guys. Hi, this is Miss Collins again, aka Miss Lucky 48. The reason I'm making this video is this is a message that I'm sending to Nycha. Yes, I'm sending this message to you for the simple fact that apparently you really do not care. You claim you care, but you really don't care. In terms of me putting in reasonable accommodation applications, in terms of those that has advocated for me, submitting reasonable accommodations on behalf of my son Jacob, you claimed via email, and yes, I did receive it, that you showed me several apartments. You claim you showed me multiple apartments, of which I've declined. Now, in regards to my declination of the apartments that was shown to me, knowing the kind of person that I am, and knowing how I pretty much organize my paperwork and so forth and so on, I'm sure you pretty much know how I operate. In regards to each HP action I took out against you, see how it's authority. In terms of, at one point, I had to represent myself. And I came through like a female Johnny Cochran, and you know it. And you could not believe your eyes. 3 of you guys against little old me, to a point where all 3 judges ordered you to make repairs, of which you didn't, of which you refused to. You pretty much had to be forced to make repairs. So then, as a result of that, my son took the blows. He took the blows. I took blows too. You just don't know about my blows. So I'm sure you're probably thinking, how is it that, her child's getting sick and he's getting hospitalized and so forth and so on, and nothing is happening to her? You really think so? You really think nothing is happening? Nothing has happened to me? You keep forgetting the fact that within all those videos that I showed you guys, and all those videos that I showed you, I was cleaning that asbestos tort. I was cleaning that mud type looking orange, brownish type stuff. And before my child was born, there was a mold issue here. And I reached out to that housing assistance down there at the 575 Howard Avenue. I reached out to her, and she's the longest standing one down there. And I reached out to her, and instead I got the business. Instead, I just got dismissed. No one looked into my situation. No one looked into, I even reached out to the borough. Nevertheless, in regards to these apartments that New York City Housing Authority claim, their staff claim that they showed me, if you're talking about showing me apartments that are in deplorable conditions, if you're talking about showing me and my son apartments, now Jacob, the apartments that they showed us, what did they look like?
It looked nasty. It had mold on every single ceiling, especially one of the apartments in the bathroom. It was like the whole walls had asbestos on it and mold.
What color was that mold?
Black. Very, very black.
So you showed me multiple apartments. That's what you sent people who advocate for me? You told them that we sent her so many apartments. We showed her apartments. You showed me trash. And you had the audacity, you had the goal, the nerve to expect me to accept apartments within that condition, despite the fact that you, New York City Housing Authority, you received medical documents, multiple medical documents from my son's pulmonary doctor, his cardiologist, his primary care. You received letters upon letters urging you have to transfer this child. He cannot live in a mold, asbestos, infiltrated, tort apartment. This apartment, I don't care what you say about it, there is underlining mold in here. There is hidden mold. This is like a hidden danger. Okay? And I've showed every single one of you people videos. I took you through it. You walked through it. You've seen it. You visualize it for yourself. This is not about a hearsay type thing. You've seen it yourself. You see my harassment. You see all that was going on. Okay, well, now you're going to see what was shown to me. Okay? I'm going to show you what was shown to me. Who is this? I don't know what it is. I can't right now. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys. Sorry for the phone ringing or whatever. Can you believe this? I'm gonna show you guys what was shown to me. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, this is what was shown to me when I sat at the property management office. I seen this at the property management office, okay? Let me just pull this forward. Okay, that's what I saw. Sorry for this. Okay, I saw that. Then I saw, this is what the building looked like outside of where I was shown. And the place that I was shown is here. See this? Bring it in a little bit more. See that? That's where they showed me. And outside of that building is what I am showing you. Okay? You see that? That's what the building looked like. Now, we went inside the building, and this is what we saw in the bathrooms. That's what we saw in the bathroom of that apartment that they showed us. You see all of that? That's mold. That's straight out mold. Okay? That's mold. Okay, let's move forward. Okay? That's a closer picture of it. Now, I said to that housing assistant person who showed me and my son this, I said, do you plan on taking this out? He said, no. He said, no, we don't plan on taking that out. I said, so you're going to leave it there? I said, you're not going to leave that there. Let me bring it in. Let me bring it in. You see that? I said, you expect for me and my child, who has asthma, to come and live it? We're not moving in there. No, that's a big no. That's a hell no. Then they showed us another room. And that is what we saw in that room of the same apartment. Okay? Let's move forward. Okay? You see that? That's what they showed me and my child. This is what they showed me and my child. That. I said to the housing assistant person again, do you intend on removing this window in its entirety? He said no. I said, okay. Let's move forward. That's more. That's more garbage that was shown to us. This same window. Okay? Now. You see this? As we came in, me and my son, we walked in. We walked in to one of the rooms, to one of the bedrooms, and that's what we saw. This is what we saw, okay? That was mold. That was mold. They claimed themselves, oh, we're working on the mold. Really? Okay. This was inside the window of the room that was supposed to have been assigned or given to my son. This was supposed to have been in my son's room. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. You're going to put my child in a room with this? In here? No, you're not, New York City Housing Authority. No, you are absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let's move forward. Look at this. That's the other window in his room. That's the other. You see the pole? Where the heater is? That's the other. You claim that you showed me multiple apartments. You showed me multiple that. For every apartment, it looked like that. All here, in all of these other apartments, it was like black molasses. Black splat molasses. You think I'm going to take this? Really? No, that's not going to work. No. Okay. When we came in, this is what introduced itself to me and my son when we first initially walked into the apartment. We walked in this room here. As you can see the ladder that's here. We walked in this room and we met another wall identical to this, which is what I showed you guys previously. It was the first one that I showed you. I showed you a wall that had the pink stuff. Okay? This is the second wall. This is the other wall. So when we came into the apartment, we initially walked in, and this is what we saw. As we walked furthermore into one of the rooms, as you can see, this floor here, it has no white plastic on it. There's no white plastic on here. As you walk inside this room, if you walk inside this room here, let me show you. You notice there's white plastic on this floor. There's white plastic on that floor. You notice that? Okay, because that's a different room. So in two rooms, you got the big mole situation going on. And you think I'm going to take it? You think I'm going to take it? Hell no. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Ever, ever, ever. Never. That's not going to happen. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Really? You really think, you really expect me to take my child and put my child who developed asthma because of your stinking nasty apartments, who developed pneumonia in his lungs, who developed streptococcal, who developed, so what you were saying to me that you showed, what? What you were saying to those who reached out to me on my behalf? What you were saying? What you were saying to them? New York City Housing Authority? What were you saying? What were you saying to them? That you showed me what? You showed me what? That's what you showed me. That's what you showed me and my child time and time again. And for the most part, I can't even begin to explain some of the conditions of some of the other apartments that you've shown to me. Let's start with coming to, what is it, Brownsville houses? Couldn't open the door. The door could not open. We stood out there like 20 minutes. Me and the housing assistant and the social person, whatever, couldn't enter in. We entered in. Finally was able to enter in. The apartment smelled like death. It smelled like, it was just disgusting. Just totally disgusting. We could not believe our eyes. I'm talking about black splat molasses all over the place. I'm talking about, it was just awful. Totally awful. I'm talking about chicken bones on the floor. I'm talking about feces, rat feces. Could have been human feces, don't know. The walls looked like something from Hoarders Buried Alive. I could not believe the floors was caked. Was caked with sticky stuff and black. I'm sure the tiles supposed to have been light brown or light beige, because it was black. It was black. And I asked the housing, I said, why are you showing me this apartment like this? Well, Miss Collins, we have to show it to you in as-is condition. Who told you that you got to show me this apartment in as-is condition? Really? That's your policy? That's New York City Housing Authority's policy? To show people apartments in deplorable condition, as-is condition? Well, you showed the wrong person. You picked the wrong one to show something like that to. Don't you ever, ever, how dare you? That's an insult. It's like it's as though you classified me as a swine, as a pig, to show me something like that. Are you telling me that someone from your family, from your household, you would show someone an apartment that looks like that? From what I just showed you, you would really try to compel or try to encourage someone from your household to accept something like that? You've damaged my child. You damaged him. You damaged me. All of this. You probably be thinking, how come nothing happened to you? Nothing happened to me? You remember, I'm the one who cleaned all the tort. I'm the one who cleaned all the asbestos. I'm the one who cleaned all of that. Okay. Look at my hand. Look at my hand. Look at it. You see my hand? Look at this. You see my hand? You think I have not been touched by what's been going on in here physically? You think that because you don't see me laying up in the hospitals, and because you don't, it doesn't mean I wasn't there. Because I was there. I was there multiple times. Multiple times. How dare you? How dare you? Look at my hands. Look at this. Look at this. From touching that tort. I don't know what I touched. I don't know what that is. I just know that it's causing my skin to peel very badly. Very badly. How dare you? How dare you? What is that? What was it? You better tell me. I suggest you tell me. Because soon you're going to find, if I don't know what it is, trust me, I'm going to find out, and then I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. How dare you allow me and my child to be exposed to that type of situation? How dare you? You have no right. That is that is beyond violation of my civil rights, of his civil rights. How dare you? And who gave you the authorization to dictate and orchestrate how we live? I'm not a prisoner. I'm not your prisoner. This is not some type of Fort Knox jail place. You don't tell me where I'm supposed to live and how I'm supposed to live. That you're going totally against your own contract. How dare you? And who gave you the right to mandate and orchestrate how I live and where I live? You put my child in a situation that could have been, he could have died. With the pneumonia in his lungs, he could have died. Let me tell you something. Don't tell me that you know anything about New York City housing. Don't tell me you know anything about how residents live. Don't tell me because of the fact that you have family members who lived in Nycha. Therefore, you think you're an expert. You have a PhD in how to live in New York City Housing Authority because you don't have a clue. You need to get your little knapsack, pack it up, tell your family, hasta la vista, and come and live here. Tell them goodbye, see you later, bon voyage, whatever, and live in New York City Housing Authority. I was born in a house. So that makes me no different than any one of you New York City Housing Authority people that was born and raised in a house. I was born and raised in a house too. That's right. My parents are homeowners. So I was born and raised in a house. The difference between me and you is that I live in New York City Housing Authority. So therefore I know what the residents are going through. I know it. In addition to this, that tort stuff got in my eye. I don't know if you notice the differentials between my eyes, but that tort got in my eye multiple times. I can't tell you how many times that brown, nasty rock dust stuff that you saw got in my eye, turned my eye bloodshot red. I had to put drops in my eyes. Nosebleeds, blurry vision, headaches. Migraines. I'm pissed off. So when you send your emails to whoever is advocating for me, and you tell them, we showed Miss Collins multiple apartments. And for anyone who wants to say, well, at least they showed you something. Let me tell you, that's exactly correct. They showed me something. They showed me something. Something, whatever you want to call it. But it wasn't an apartment. It was a whole trash. It was some type of nasty trash. It was disgusting. Black mold over me and my child's head hanging like a chandelier. Are you kidding me? And then this housing assistant, oh, we will paint over the mold. That's the problem with you people. You like to paint over mold. Well, you're not painting over any mold when it comes down to Miss Collins. It's just not going to happen. You looking for a voice? Well, here it is. Here is the voice. Put me out on that street corner, and I'll still speak, and I'll speak even louder. I'm tired of making negative videos. I want to make a positive video. And you're not making it happen. So that's basically telling me you don't care. Because I made another video with my son in the hospital again. With a lump. Another lump? Really? In his chest. No one is speaking out. Maybe if you, from what I hear, they're not speaking up because they feel intimidated. Why do the residents feel intimidated to speak out? Why do they feel intimidated? Who's intimidating them? Let me tell you something. You need a whole lot more me. Okay? Oh, we don't like to be exposed. I don't like to be exposed either. I don't like to be sick. I don't like to watch my child sick. And I don't like for people to sit here and say this, that, and the third, and they're going to do this, because it's an insult. It's an insult when I hear someone say to me, oh, I know about New York City Housing Authority because I have family members that used to live there, and I have family members. Okay, well, you never lived here. So don't say that you know anything about living in New York City Housing Authority, because you don't. And in terms of what you've seen probably the better half. You didn't see the real. You didn't see the truth. You've seen a figment, a fragment, the part where no one have seen. You haven't seen that. The truth, you haven't seen that. No. So with that being said, that's the voice. That's my voice. That's my voice. I'm really tired of the camouflage. I'm tired of being shown in more than different ways that you don't care. You don't care. We showed you the apartments. Okay, you showed me what you felt like showing me. But what you should have showed me according to medical documentations on behalf of my son, we're still on the 4th floor. This is a 4-story walk-up. He has asthma thanks to you, and he should not be on the 4th floor. Are you doing anything? Have you done anything? You showed me that type of apartments, that stuff. Why are we still on the 4th floor? Why are we still here? You answer that question. And while you're trying to figure out the answer to that question, while you're trying to concoct an answer, I'll be here with my son. And I'll be going back and forth to the hospital with him. And I'll be going back and forth to the hospital for myself. And one medical document from the next. I didn't start this, you did. You attacked my 2 boys. My son. You attacked both of them. They were both attacked by the conditions in this apartment. By the mold and the mildew and the asbestos and this and the third. You did it. You did it.